All right, you're welcome to another amazing edition of the 2 weeks training on designs, right? Your design changed my life, and I want it to change yours. So, the essence of today's class is to expose a lot of secrets. Good evening to you, Toss Media. I see you. So, the essence of today's class is to expose a lot of secrets that top tech talent, not just designers, other branches of tech, what they do differently to stay at the top and to get high paying foreign remote jobs. So I'll be talking about remote jobs in today's class, how to get high paying USD job. It's going to be an amazing time. All I need you to do is to stay focused, avoid every form of distractions, avoid every form of distraction because I'll be sharing a lot of premium information tonight. What I'll be sharing with you tonight has made me over $5,000. You understand? It has made me over $5,000. This is not big talk, it's the fact, right? So I need you to pay attention, stay focused. I would have said we should introduce ourselves as usual, like location, but I already know all of you, and I'm sure you know me already. I can see Martins from Akwa Ibom State, Barnabas from Abuja, amazing. Christiana from Jos, nice. Let's get going because we'll be unveiling, or let's say unraveling, a lot of secrets tonight. So it's going to be a class of secrets, right? So let's get into it. First thing I need you to know when it comes to getting remote job is the fact that getting a job is as important as learning a skill. I need you to know that the goal of this 2 weeks training is to show you what is in this space for you as a UI designer, right? And we've done some design projects to help you test your hand, right? But there is yet more to be learned. But I just want to talk about jobs today because when I started out my career, I think that was in 2022, the first question I asked my instructor was, how can I make money with this skill? I will tell you why I asked him that question. Some of my classmates then told me like I was being too forward. And I was like, man, I've spent 5 years in the university studying a course in engineering, right? I finished for 5 years, went to NYC. I didn't get a job as per engineering. So delving into tech as a designer was not something I wanted to gamble with. I needed to be sure that something good can come out of this. I needed to be sure that something good can come out of this, right? I needed to be sure. That was why I asked my instructor, how can I make money with this skill? So some of you might also be asking in your mind, if I learn this skill, what's in it for me? Can I really make money? That's the essence of tonight's class. So if you're in this class right now and you are also thinking like I was thinking, can I really make money from tech as a UI designer? How can I make money? Can you type I feel so too? Can you type how can I make money? Type how can I make money? If you are thinking like me, I asked my instructor from the day one, the first day I started my own training, I asked him, sir, how can I make money with this skill? I'd spent 5 years in school, it didn't work out for me, right? So I wanted to be sure that I was not gambling with my life for another 6 months to 1 year learning UI UX design. You understand? So that's the essence of today's. Like I can see a lot of person typing, I must make money. How can I make money? The goal of this class tonight is to show you what I do to make so much money as a designer, right? At least it's paying me more than my engineering studies and all that. So let's get started. First thing I need you to know is that getting a job is as important as learning a skill. In my own opinion, it is even more important because without a job, your skill will be useless or very frustrating. If you don't have a job, it's going to take you a lot to learn this thing, to perfect it, to master it. If at the end of the day, after putting all of this effort to know the skill and you don't have a job, it's going to be frustrating, right? And that's why I'm setting up today's class, because everything will not make sense if we don't talk about remote jobs. And of course, when I'm talking about jobs, I'm not talking about getting jobs from Nigerian clients. There are good companies in Nigeria, but they are very rare. But if you are getting into the tech space, like in a global scale, as an entry level, there's a lot you can get for yourself, right? So I'll start by sharing my own personal story. So it took me 8 months of struggle. This is why I said, if you don't know how to get job, you'll be frustrated, because that was my experience after learning. Even as I asked my instructor, how can I make, he couldn't help me because he didn't have the solution. So he couldn't help me. So it took me 8 months of struggle. The early stage of my career was very frustrating because I didn't know what to do. I had learned the skill. This was me then. I learned the skill. I At least I know how to do some stuffs. But I couldn't convert my skill to cash. And that journey took me 8 months. It was 8 months of a lot. Can somebody type 8 months of a lot? A lot. I went through a lot that 8 months because I didn't know how to move from the point of, okay, I've known how to do this design skill. Then how can I now make this somebody's asking me video, you are trying to put words in my mouth. How can I now convert this skill into cash? So it took me 8 months of struggle. So the early stage was not funny. So when I see people coming into the tech space as designer, they come for me for advice. I tell them, don't just learn the skill, learn how to get the jobs also. Is something you need to take seriously. But when I broke through, when I was able to find out how things work after 8 months of struggle. I was talking about destiny help at the other time. People don't know how that means to me. It means a lot because when I broke through by finding somebody that showed me, okay, this is how you do to get a job, right? And I got my first Nigerian job that paid me 20,000 naira. It was amazing for me because I was now able to convert my knowledge to money, even if they paid me so low. And that's why I don't like working for Nigerians. I stopped working for Nigerians for like, it's almost a year now. I've been working for foreign companies. So, but when I was able to crack the code, everything changed. This is you can see the date. This is from January. I cracked the code in January in 2023. So you can see from January 2023 to November, I had done this amount. That's after 8 months of struggle. So when it eventually worked, I started getting jobs and I was able to convert my skill to cash. You can see some of my alerts. This is $1,000. This is me showing that everything changed when I got the right knowledge. When I got the right knowledge about how to get jobs, I didn't just learn how to get this guy. I learned how to get. That's why it's important to pay attention to what I'll be sharing with you in this class. We'll be doing practicals as usual, but today's practical is not going to be design. Today's practical is going to be, I will take you into the place where I get jobs. We will search for jobs. I will show you how to find the client detail. I will show you how to message. It's going to be practical. So pay attention to everything we'll be doing. You understand? So when I cracked the code, everything changed. Money started flowing in. You understand? And to show you that I didn't just crack the code by guesswork, right? I was able to teach other persons. I don't want to bring a lot of persons picture right now and their earnings, but this is one of the person I showed a friend. When he came to me to learn tech, he was confused, right? But he had interest in design. So I put him through UI UX design, and you can see this. His name is Ezekiel. There are many of them, right? You can see him saying he has earned $3,000 already from the time I put him through until I took this screenshot. So he's also a UI UX designer, not working for Nigerian companies, right? He's working remotely. You can see what he's saying here. Today, I stand as a proud and confident professional. This guy, when he came, was very confused, but he knew where he was going to, even if he was confused. But I had to walk him through. I didn't just show him how to get. I told him job is important, and now he's saying, "Thank you, Mr. Prince, for shaping my narrative and empowering me to soar high and blah blah blah." So if I was able to use that knowledge, and I've done a lot for myself, I didn't just use it for myself, I gave it to Ezekiel and it worked for him. It means if you pay attention to what we are doing tonight, you can catch 2 or 3 information that will work for you, just like it worked for Ezekiel. Ezekiel is chopping life now. He has earned more than this, but by the time I took this screenshot, That's what was there. You can even see this 3K plus. It means there are other amounts on it. So let's get started. What I'm about to teach you tonight is something that's earned me over 12 plus million. This is not even updated. I've done over 17 now. Only this year alone, I know how much I've done. So it has earned me over 12 plus million doing this. So sit tight, avoid distraction. This is not time to be distracted. Do me the honor to mentor you. I can say, do me the honor to be your destiny helper tonight. In the next 15 minutes, do me the honor to be your destiny helper. Before I get into the practical, I want to point out why some persons struggle. You understand? I told you I struggled for 8 months, and I've also seen some persons that struggle also, even till now. They've not really gotten job, and they say they are designers. Some are designers for years, 5 years, 4 years, no, nothing to show for it. The reason why people struggle, I'm telling you this so that you don't struggle in your own journey. The essence of the 2 weeks class is to set you up for a successful career in UI design. And your career cannot be successful if you can't convert your skill to cash. If you can't convert your skill to cash. So I need to point out why most persons struggle in the tech space, not just as UI designers, generally as tech people. First, we'll get into practical shortly. First, they have this imposter syndrome, like they are not feeling good enough. They don't feel like they are good enough to start working and earning for themselves, right? Secondly, 80% struggle because they always want to figure out things on their own. My 8 months of struggle was a bunch of confusion. It was a very confusing state because I was trying to find out what works. It didn't work out, and that's how so many persons are trying to find out what works on their own. Meanwhile, information is made available for people to move forward. You understand, to leverage on. But some persons that struggle, they always want to figure out things on their own. Another reason why 80% of tech people struggle is because they don't know where to look for the job. Some persons are very good with the skill. Some are not confident, but they are good to an extent, but they don't know where to look for the jobs. Another reason is because even if they know where to look for the jobs, they don't know how to apply for the job. These are some of the things I'll be touching in tonight's class. I will show you how to find the jobs, how to find the client detail, how to apply for the job, so that at the end of the day you can go home with something amazing. Another reason is that they have valid excuse. My boss used to tell me those days, the guy that was paying me 40,000 naira per month, when I complain, he would tell me, Prince, excuses don't get the job done. Excuses don't get the job done. So when people give excuse, valid excuse for why things are not working out for them, they remain where they are. Meanwhile, there's other set of persons that fall in the category of 20%, right, of tech talent generally. They also, they just finished learning. They also go through the feeling of not being good enough. But what makes the difference is that they have somebody that is pushing them. You understand? Even if they feel like, oh, I'm not good enough, somebody is showing them what to do. That's the difference between the struggling tech people and the people that win. Another thing is that they learn from experts, the people that win in the tech space. When I broke through, I learned from somebody. They learn from experts, someone who already knows how to do what they want to do. You understand? And when they learn, they know where to apply for the job. They don't just know, they know how to. The how to is the most important part. Some people can be in the ocean, but they are not catching fish because they don't know how to catch fish. Meanwhile, some other persons will come to that same ocean and they will catch a lot of fish. Getting clients is like catching fish in the ocean. If you don't know how to throw your net, you don't know where to throw your net, you will be stranded. And that is not my plan for you. If you're in this class, I need you to focus. I'll be getting into practical shortly. So after knowing where to apply for the job, they use their knowledge. You understand? Their knowledge helps them to build confidence. The truth is, The way the tech space work and the way life work generally, anything you don't have mind to do, you can't benefit from it. Take that down. Anything you don't have mind to do, you cannot benefit from it. The reason why somebody will be able to charge $5,000 is because he has mind that his work is worth $5,000. Meanwhile, another designer will charge $200 or even 100,000. Are you getting me? Type it in the comment section. Anything you don't have mind to do, that's going to be complex. Just type that confidence commands consistent results. Confidence commands consistent results. And what builds your confidence is the knowledge you have at your disposal. Is the knowledge you have at the I was chatting with a client, I think that was last month. That post I made on the WhatsApp group, when I closed that deal, we were going back. I told him, you have to pay me $3,000. He was like, no, you're from this, that. And sometimes they want to say because we're from Nigeria, they want to no. When you have confidence, you will know how to charge. We ended up sealing the deal for, I think it was 1.5. Then he came again for another work and it boosted to $2,300. So it takes confidence to charge. It takes confidence to go for the big jobs. It takes confidence to apply the knowledge you have gotten. So the reason why we are going through this training, I want to build your confidence, right? Because I'll be showing you some things right now. The summary of everything I've said in the past how many slides is that once why the 80% struggle and 20% win is because the 20% they learn from somebody that already knows what they want to learn. Secondly, the knowledge they've gotten builds their confidence. The version of me when I was struggling those 8 months is not my current version now. What has changed? I've gotten knowledge I didn't have before. That's the only difference. I've gotten knowledge I did not have before. So knowledge builds confidence, and confidence commands consistent results. So how do you get this knowledge? The fastest way to get knowledge or to succeed is by leveraging on someone else's experience. Don't wait for life to teach you the lessons by yourself. If you want to figure out things by yourself, it will take you a longer time. So if you can leverage on someone else's experience. Some of you have never designed before on Figma, but because you had contact with me this how many days, you've been doing a lot already. That's what mentorship does. So the 20% that don't struggle, they leverage on people's experience. I'm a beneficiary of that experience, right? Most of the things I know, I learned from people, even from some distant mentors and all of that. So today in our practical session, I'll be introducing you to two platforms that has made me over $7,000 combined. I think 8,000 or thereabout combined. You understand? Two platforms. So first is LinkedIn. This is one of the largest tech market for professionals. LinkedIn is one of the largest. We'll be doing it today. I will show you practicals. Just fasten your seatbelt, sit tight, focus on your screen. Please, if you are putting your screen on portrait mode, put it on landscape so that you can get the information clear. Tilt your phone to landscape, rotate it so that you can get everything we are doing. You understand? So I'll be exposing you to two platforms that has earned me dollar paying jobs consistently. There are about 100 remote job platforms. Some are subscribed, some are not. Some are, let me not say that so I don't discourage you, right? So some favor people from, what's it called, the western part, right, while some can favor anybody, right? So I'm showing you these two platforms. I was on LinkedIn the other day and one of the designers I follow, like my level designer, she was sharing how she got a job that paid her 2.2 million naira. One design, 2.2 million naira. And she made a post of the part payment she has gotten from the client. It didn't take another while. She got another job again, sealed, design jobs, paying in millions, right? Where did she get those jobs? On LinkedIn and Upwork. can change your life. You understand? Like I said, there are several other remote job boards, but these two job board has changed a lot of Nigerians' life. You understand? Because prospective clients, they go on that platform to put up job posts and watch out for talent that can deliver, right? So let's continue. So how do you get job consistently? I will share 5 of my simple hacks that has earned me jobs consistently, remote jobs. Like I said, for the past since 2023 ending, I've not been working for Nigerians. All through 2024, 2025, I've been working for foreign clients, and this is what I do to get those jobs. That's what I want to share with you tonight. I want to share exactly what I do to get those remote paying jobs. First thing is um your profile. I will go to practical shortly. Let me even share my full screen so that you can see what I'm doing. I want to share my LinkedIn with you right now. Hold on, give me a second. So first thing you need to know is that you're working remotely. When it comes to working remotely, it's not physical working. Remember, the job where I use is that they'll say, I've seen some advert that will say apply in person, right? If you've seen that kind of advert before, so and so job offer, apply in person, type I've seen all those apply in person kind of work. If you've seen those kind of advert, apply in person. Remote job is not applying in person, right? But you apply in person somehow, and that person you're applying as is your profile. Your profile in the tech space is what your prospective client comes in contact with at first. The companies I work with, they've not seen me physically. What they've seen is my profile and my work, my portfolio, right? What I've done in the past. Because the tech space, they won't say you've gone to school, you've learned something, show me your certificate. What have you done in the past, right? So if you've seen those kind of jobs, type I've seen it. So your profile is you applying in person, but this time around is remote. Your profile is what your client gets to see. So people that win more jobs, they know how to optimize their profile. I will explain what optimization is shortly. They know how to optimize their profile in a way that when the client sees them, they perceive them as people that know what they are doing. Let me give us an instance, a quick example you can relate with. Imagine you want to make a cloth, your cloth, like you bought a nice material, right? And you take it to a tailor. You understand? If you've taken it to you take your material to a tailor, and you perceive that the tailor cannot deliver what you want, will you give your clothes to that tailor? If you will give your clothes, type I will give my clothes. If you will not give your clothes, type I will not give my clothes. If you perceive that the tailor is not good enough to do your work, will you give your clothes to that tailor? Type whatever your response is. If you give your clothes, type I will give my clothes. If you will not give your clothes, type I will not give my clothes. So most persons that win more job, they optimize their profile in a way that the client perceive them to know what they are doing. If your prospective client perceive that you don't look like you know what you are doing, they won't give you, they can't waste, they are not throwing money away. If it's charity they are doing, it's a different ball game, right? But this is contract. They are giving you work and you are being paid for your service. So your profile is what your client comes in contact with before they even start talking with you. Another simple hack that people that win more job do, that those who don't win don't do, is they know how to write good proposals. I call it winning job proposals. Proposal that when you send to the clients, you understand, they can't refuse you. They'll be like, if I don't hire this person, it's like I've missed a lot, right? Another thing they know how to do, these are the 5 things I apply in my remote job adventure, and it has gotten me a lot of jobs already. A lot of jobs. It has gotten me a lot of jobs. Another thing that makes those that win stand out, they know their clients. There's something called know your client. Somebody will give you or relate with you more when the person feels you know them to an extent, right? So some of the tricks we apply, or one of the tricks rather, is that we get to know our client. Anybody you want to approach for job, or you want to bid for contract, you need to know the person, so that you don't approach the person like you are just one stranger. You understand? You approach the person like, oh, I have an idea of what you do. I will teach you how to find your client's detail. It's called KYC. I'll teach you that in this class tonight. We'll go to practical. Another thing is that they know how to write compelling message to the client. So the message they send is different from the proposal. Proposal is you trying to talk about, okay, I know how to do this job, this is how I'll do the job for you, and all of that. Why message is, okay, I've applied for a job, how do I go about standing out, that even if 30 persons apply for the same job, the client will choose me? That's where this message comes in. It's called compelling message. I do all of these things and it has earned me so much. So, and apart from all this, so if you've optimized your profile correctly, I'll show you how to do some of these things. You know how to write winning proposal, you know how to do your client research, you know how to send them a compelling message. If you don't have a strong portfolio, everything will be waste, right? Because they need to see what you've done in the past. I tell people when they are coming into tech as a designer, so we say, sir, I want to get certifications and all of that. It's not your paper the person is interested in, it's what you can do. So a strong portfolio is another reason why people get more jobs than others. So if you can apply these 5 things, which I'll be teaching you a few of them because of time, if you can apply them in your job search, the platform we're working on is LinkedIn and Upwork. I will go there shortly. So these two platforms, if you can apply all these hacks on that on those platforms, your life will change in a very short time. So let's get into practical. Let's take a look at Upwork and LinkedIn practically. So I'll just get to my dashboard now. So this is what Upwork looks like. Upwork is upwork.com. You understand? Upwork.com. You can see my profile. It's Uboga Prince and all of that. See how much I've earned, this 5K plus. It's more than this, right? But if it's not round figure, they will not put it up here, right? So this is, you can see my profile. UI UX designer, Figma expert, SaaS, web and mobile. I'm going straight to what I do. So profile optimization is one thing that helps you stand out. You understand? See what I said? If you are looking for a top tier UI UX designer, Prince is the one to call. Working with Prince was an absolute game changer. So imagine a client comes to your profile now and he sees, let's say he wants to design a mobile app. He sees that you're a Figma expert. He has not seen you, but you are giving him a kind of perception already, right? He now sees somebody's testimonial that if you are looking for a top tier, this is Prince is the one to call. Working, then he scrolls again and he sees another. Prince understands. So when he finish reading, he will be like, I need to meet Prince. I need to meet Prince. So this is profile optimization. I won't cover that right now, but I want to show you how to find the client, how to find jobs, and how to find the client. So this is my profile. Let me talk about my portfolio. If you scroll down, I remember I said if you put all of those hacks and you don't have a good portfolio, so they also need to see what you have done in the past. So as you take your journey as a UI designer, you need to pay attention to all of these things. Maybe I should even go back. If you want to screenshot this page, please screenshot it so that as you journey on this path, when you start pitching for jobs, you take note of all these things, right? Take note of them, take a screenshot. So this is the Upwork platform. If I go to LinkedIn, this is my LinkedIn. If I go to my profile, what I want to teach you today is not profile optimization, right? You can see my profile. UI designer, iOS, Android, web app, human centered. This is me optimizing. You can see 312 profile views. People are checking you out, you understand? But that's not what I want to bore you with. I want to show you how to find jobs on Upwork that can pay you well. So if you go to this find work, that's how you Upwork is upwork.com. I'm already signed in. So if you don't have an account, you may want to go create an account. Go to upwork.com to create your account. Upwork.com. I will just guide you through the process, but let's focus on how to get the jobs. So if you have an account with them, you will see different kind of jobs. You can see this one was posted 42 minutes ago. Sometimes they put the amount. This was posted 49. So they post job here every day. Every day. You can see this is they want you for less than 1 month. You understand? Some jobs here are not good. So um these are some jobs. Let me go there. Other ones I've saved because when I see a job I like, I just click on this save button so I can apply for it later. So I saved a job I'll use to teach you how to find the client. Some persons, when they see job like that, if you come to these save jobs, they just rush and apply. You understand? They set out a proposal. But people that win this job more, they go the extra mile. They do something that others are not doing, right? They do something that others are not doing. You understand? They do something. I want to show you how to go the extra mile, how to do KYC, because people like to relate with someone they feel they have connection with, especially foreign folks, right? When you are not from their side and they want to work, if they feel they have a kind of connection with you, maybe you know something about them, they get to reach out to you fast and all of that. So you can see this person from South Africa has spent $80,000. This is a client. He has spent 80,000 on this platform. You understand? He has spent 80,000. They want a Shopify website design. This is one of the projects I'm working on. Not this exact one, but one of the designs I'm doing currently is a Shopify website. Yes, and so they get these Shopify jobs and other design jobs. This other one wants a Figma UI design specialist, estimated budget $1,000. This person is from Hungary. So if I want to apply for this job, for instance, I will right click and open it. So I've seen a job I like, high pay 1,000. Next thing I want to do is to make me stand out, right? I'm going to research about the client and find them outside the job platform. This is one thing that will make you stand out. Like I said, I'm teaching you what people that win do and others don't do. I'm teaching you KYC, know your client, right? So how do I will not just come here, see the apply button. If I click on it, they will ask me to put my proposal, of which I also have a template I use for my proposals, right? They will ask, but I want to show you, if you put your proposal and you don't go the extra mile, right? You may not get this job. So I want to show you the most important part, going the extra mile. So how do I find this client and reach out to the person when I after applying so that I can stand a better chance to get the job? I will just come over here, see the about clients. Most people ignore this, but this is good information that can help you win more jobs. You understand? You if you apply for 10 jobs, you get 5 if you follow what I'm teaching right now. So you can see about the client person from Hungary, Budapest. Some persons only pay attention to the job description and they quickly apply. They're anxious. But myself, I don't just look at this. I come over here, look at the client details. This person is from Hungary, Budapest. Person has spent $18,000 on the platform. The person is into real estate, is an individual. Next thing I want to do is, you can see what I'm even saying. So the 50 persons has proposed for this job, but the client is still interviewing 3 persons. It means he's not satisfied, and the client cannot start interviewing all 50. So there are some good persons here that they know what they are doing, but they will never be seen because they are not doing this thing I'm about to teach you. So pay attention. So if not that my hands are full now, I would have applied for this job, but project is choking me right now. So imagine if I show you this number how to do now, and you pitch for this, you will get it because you get the client's attention and all of that. So next thing I'll do, I found out his location and what he's into. I will come to his history. You understand? Check for his feedback, what people are saying. Just check. Sometimes why we check for feedback is because some talent they work with will eventually mention, I've never even say finish talking. They mention these people's name. You can see Vince is an excellent client to work with, friendly and supportive, blah blah blah. You keep going. Sometimes you might see the first and second name. Your search becomes easier. You understand? Sometimes you see the first and second name, your search becomes easier. So you can see this again, another person. Vince is one of the best clients to work with. So when you know their name, you are very, it was a great experience working with this client. Let's check. So another person mentioning the name again. Vince was great. Vince is oh my God, we've gotten all we need to smash this job. We've gotten all we need. This is what people do differently, that they will separate themselves from these 50 plus people. These 50 plus people are not going anywhere. They are not, you see that 50 plus persons have applied for this job. The client is only interviewing 3 persons. So imagine somebody from these people now can now do this thing I'm doing, and they reach out to this client and say, I just pitched for your job. First of all, they've, remember, it's not just about reaching out to them or knowing them. Your profile must speak volume about your abilities, right? Your proposal must be nice. I know how to do all these things. I have proposal templates. But what makes you stand out is that you know your client. You can reach out to them. You understand? And you can write compelling messages. You get, then you have strong portfolio, because when you get into talking terms with them, they will ask you, show me what I've done. You don't even need to wait for them to ask you. You should pitch and show them what you have done, right? Show them what you have done. You understand? So we've seen Vince's name. We've seen Vince's name. Next thing we want to do, we will search for Vince. If Vince has spent $18,000 on this platform, it means he's a professional person, right? It means Vince is a professional person. If Vince has spent $18,000, he's a professional person. So we can find him on LinkedIn. I told you LinkedIn is one of the what's it called, tech largest market, right? For professionals. So let's use the details we found. That somebody type this detail in the comment section. Type Hungary, Budapest. Hungary. We'll be using these details to search for Vince. Type Hungary, Budapest. Another person type real estate, individual. Okay, no, real estate. So Vince is somebody that is into real estate and is based in Hungary, Budapest. So I will go over to Google and search for Vince, Vince, capital letter, Vince, Hungary, Hungary, real estate, REALES. Just use those keywords and search for Vince. Somebody that is involved in all of this stuff will definitely come out. Are you seeing Vince Mark? Real estate. Sometimes you get a lot of person, but you need to take your time. Don't rush. You can see Budapest University. You right click and open. We are not sure if that's the person. Sometimes the first person might be the person, but you need to take your time. When you look at real estate, Vincent Who Dynamic Real Estate Group, if I right click and open in a new tab, this is Elan Vincent, Managing Director Convergence. Mr. Vincent is a real estate pioneer group, blah, blah, blah. I see in Budapest. This is me going the extra mile to find who I want to work with. So, first of all, you've seen the job. You want to leave this crowd. This crowd is dangerous. This 50 plus. You want to get out of the crowd. You understand? You want to get out of the crowd. I'm showing you what people do to win this job seamlessly, effortless. No, I won't say effortlessly, because you need to put in some work. So I've opened about this is family house for sale. So you just keep checking anything that has to do with Vince real estate, Budapest. This is Vince Gapa Bravi. This is not, there's no Budapest here. There's no, Budapest is the capital of Hungary. So let's check out what we've opened. This is Vince Mark, real estate intern. This is an intern. An intern will not be hiring. No, no, no. It's the owner that should hire. This is Vince Who, consultant, survey hills. You just keep checking. This is real estate, but I'm not seeing anything around Hungary and all of that. Let me check the next website. Allow. Okay, this is converter manager, Mr. Vincent. Remember, Vince is the short form of Vincent. Oh, hope you know that. Mr. Vincent is a real estate pioneer in Central Europe, having been based in Vienna and Budapest over 20 years. This is likely the person we are looking for. He is a director of Vijazi International Vienna, founder and managing director of Budapest in 1994. So Hungary, he's saying is a founded convergence, owns his own real estate investment. Remember, what we had there was individual real estate. So he owns his own. So this is probably what we are looking for. His name is what? Let's look for his full name. I think we'll get his full name here. Oh my God, Mr. Vincent. This should be okay. Alan Vincent. Look at it, Alan Vincent. So I'll go over to LinkedIn and search for Alan Vincent. You see, Budapest. Once I click, are you seeing the person we are looking for? We've seen him here. There are two options you have right now. Either you message him on LinkedIn. If you are following, type I'm following. Let me pause for a while. If you are following me, type I'm following. I need to be sure you are following. I can see this is my StreamYard. I'm sharing my entire screen right now. If you are following, type I'm following. Type I'm following. If you are all right, I see you are following. Awesome. Let's continue. So this is Mr. Vincent now, Alan Vincent. So imagine I've applied for that job on Upwork by clicking on this apply button. There's a way I write my proposals. I'm going to make that available to us at the end of the class. There's a way I write my proposal, right? I've shown you my profile and all of that. So imagine I've pitched for this job and I'm inside this crowd, I now go further to find Mr. Vincent and I see him on LinkedIn and I send him a message that I just applied for your job. This is what I do. I see you need this, blah, blah, blah. I'm available. This is sample of my work. Do you think I will get more attention than the other 50 plus persons? Of course I will. So I can either message him here, or another way to go further is there's a plugin called Contact Out. See it here. I have the plugin installed. So if I click on that, see this is what it looks like. This is the plugin Contact Out. I use it to scrape people's email. It's not Yahoo. So if you click on Contact Out, I'm on Mr. Vincent profile right now. So the Contact Out plugin is going to give me, you can see his email, A Vincent Convergence. I saying, let me see if I have his phone number here. Phone number not available. I've gotten his email. So I can send him a cold email message. So messaging him on LinkedIn, sending him a mail can help me get the job faster. I will show you some of the results I've gotten by doing this thing I just showed you now. Let me quickly show you some results. So you can see this is not Vincent. This is another person I've worked with, other persons I've worked with. So this is LinkedIn. I messaged this person on LinkedIn. This is him responding to my message. Say, hi Prince, thanks for reaching out. I applied for the job on Upwork. Then I searched for them, saw their details, messaged him on LinkedIn. He said, hi Prince, thanks for reaching out. Let's connect on WhatsApp. When a client is saying connect on WhatsApp, it means deal is sealed. We connected. From this person, I've made huge money. I don't want to start talking figures now. This is another one on LinkedIn too. Hi Prince, I applied for the job on Upwork, found the person's detail, message her on LinkedIn. Hi, this is their response from the message I sent to them. Hi Prince, are you good with the budget? I am not looking to spend more than $100. I said, hi, I'm okay with the budget. You can send me the offer. You understand? Canva flow and other useful information on Upwork. Are you seeing? So I can start working on the project. So I've shown them my portfolio. I've pitch with an amazing proposal, and I'm reaching out to them. This thing I just taught you can change the game for you. Trust me. This thing you are just learning right now can change the game for you. It works like magic. It works like magic. It works like this is another one. This person had to send him. I got his email just like I've shown you with the contact out, and I had to send him a cold email. Right? This is not LinkedIn. This is him responding to my email I sent to him. He said, "Hello, thank you for sharing your CV." Remember, I said you pitch to them, propose. They says, "Thank you for sharing your CV. We have a couple of projects for your consideration." Number one, they gave me two projects: wind energy web design, architect dark web design. So this is how you do the magic. First of all, you've mastered your skill, you have set out for the job market, and I told you LinkedIn and Upwork is the game changer, at least for Nigerians. At least for Nigerians, because um the space is quite competitive. You understand? It's quite competitive, but when you stay on LinkedIn and Upwork, you can start getting job even as a newbie in the design space. You understand? So this is what I do, and I get these jobs. You understand? I get this job, and like I said, your career will not be successful if you don't know how to get the jobs. Your career will not be successful if you don't know how to get the job. If you don't know how to get the jobs, it's going to stress you. So I'm showing you this thing. Somebody has said the video will be made available after now. After the class, go and watch this thing again. If you don't have a book account, you want to pursue a career in tech, go and open it. But let me also tell you that um we've done 2 weeks, right? I introduced you to Figma and all of that, but um let me turn my camera. But don't think because you've done 2 weeks you already know design. You don't know design like that yet, right? What I'm expecting to do right now is that you pursue your career as a UI designer. That's what I'm expecting you to do. I've shown you the possibilities, and now I'm also telling you that when you are doing, someone is calling me bad guy. Of course, I'm a bad guy. This kind of knowledge can rake in so much dollars for you. Trust me, it can. It can. So this 2 weeks class is just showing that there's something in this space for you, right? And the goal of doing those design was to test your hand on the tool that people used to do this design. You understand? Contact Out is a plugin you use to scrape their contact. So now that we have done these 2 weeks, today is going to probably be the last class. You might just want to watch the videos again to complete your assignments and your tasks. You understand? But now that you've watched, you've seen how to get this job, LinkedIn, Upwork, you search for this job. I expect you to launch a successful career in UI design. So there are two options for you now. You understand? There are two options for you now when it comes to launching a successful UI design career. Please, if you are tired of playing the rat race, if you are tired of earning low, tech is one route that can change your life forever. Tech is one route that can change your life forever. So now that I've shown you that see how to get jobs, Upwork and LinkedIn can change the game for you. I expect that you can now kick off from this point, from this 2 weeks introduction. You should kick off your career in tech as a designer. You should kick off your career in tech as a designer. So how can you move from this point? You have done your WhatsApp screen, amazing. I've introduced some components, some structures and all of that. Now I'm also telling you that skills without job is very frustrating, right? That's why I showed you this job part. This thing I'm sharing with you, some people pay a lot for this kind of information. Some persons might be frustrating, you understand? Some people might be frustrating, going through a lot of frustration because they don't know, but I've just exposed something amazing to you. There's a lot more to be exposed, but because of time, I'm going to talk about that later at the end of today's class. But then, how do you kick off from here? There are two options. You need to start sourcing for resources. Therefore, you need to master this skill, because if you don't know this skill, nobody is going to pay you a dime. Nobody will pay you a dime to work for them, because you mess up the whole process. So you need to start mastering the skills. It may take you 6 weeks, 1 month, 2 months to do that, even 3 months if you are slow. But then you know you are on a journey. You know you are on a journey. You know you are on a journey. Another option you have, you can get resources from YouTube, but I don't really advise people to learn from it, because YouTube has a lot of scattered knowledge, a lot of scattered information. So the best way is probably you enroll for a training, you understand, on UI UX design. You enroll for a training, because if you must make the dollars, if you must earn, let me even show you guys. Okay, no need to do that. I think we still have time. Let me okay, I'll show you. I'll just show you my dollar dashboard. So if you want to make this dollar, you need to start pursuing this career intentionally. Intentionally. You understand? So there are two options for you. I will show you. Somebody want to see? I will show you. Let me log. I will show you. So either you learn from free resources or you learn from an expert. I told you why some persons struggle, because they try to figure out things on their own. You will get it eventually, but it may take you 2 years. It took me 8 months figuring out things until I found somebody that put me through. So if you want to learn from an expert who already knows, I will be giving, you can do that elsewhere, but I will give a few persons the opportunity to learn from me, the opportunity to learn from me. If you want me to be the expert that will teach you, type I want you to be my mentor. If you want me to mentor you, type I want you to be my mentor. I want you. There is a lot to talk about when it comes to the tech space and winning in this space. If you want me to be the mentor that will hold your hands, you understand? Like I said, you have two options. Either you are learning from free resources, it may take you a while, or you register for a mentorship, right? When I got my first USD paying job, it was just information I got from somebody. I've been struggling, toiling. It was not funny, man. It wasn't funny. I was struggling, but when I got mentorship, everything changed. Everything changed. Everything changed. So now we have done 2 weeks together, right? You can choose to stop from here, go over the videos again, learn, finish your WhatsApp screen, and you are excited. But guess what? Your WhatsApp screen does not guarantee you have learned. You are a UI designer. You only know how to use Figma, right? But if you want to learn this skill for real, you want to come to the tech space, right? You need to pursue this. This is my career. I did engineering for 5 years and I've dropped it because it didn't pay me, right? I'm into tech full time, right? So if you want to pursue tech full time and you need mentorship, I'll be inviting you to something amazing I've put together to raise a few persons. I can't really take so much person because of because of the quality of attention I want to give, right? So I only take a few serious persons on this journey, and trust me, it's going to be amazing. Let me walk you through what, if you want to learn, let me walk you through what you'll be learning. I will walk you through a 2 months mentorship, right? Where I'll be holding your hands and I'll give you a step-by-step structure to become a successful UI UX designer. And I say success as a designer is not that you know how to do good design. Success as a designer is you can convert your knowledge to cash. You can convert your knowledge to cash. You can convert your knowledge to cash. So, first, I'll take you through the journey of getting the knowledge. That's where the step-by-step UI design course comes in, where I'll be talking to you about design thinking process. When you get a real job, they won't give you sample like we did our WhatsApp screenshot and we're design. No, they'll give you a project brief. You need to understand the idea and you're able to think through it. I will teach you. That's called design thinking process. How to think through an idea and you translate it into a functional design. I will teach you about UX, is UI and UX. UX talks more about the users, user experience, and all that. There's a lot under UX we'll be doing because what I'm doing for you, those that want to do mentorship under me, I'm not preparing for Nigeria. I've not been working for Nigerians for a while. That's because I've not really been lucky with Nigerians, right? The highest job I've gotten in Nigeria is 100,000 naira. That's what I've been paid for Nigerian project. But trust me, we've done serious dollars working for the global tech space, right? So if you want to join the mentor, because I'm preparing you for the global tech space. It's not we're not doing local league here. We're doing Champions League, type Champions League. It's not local league we're doing here, we're doing Champions League. So I'm preparing you for the global space. So we'll be doing this in detail because you need to understand design thinking process, you need to understand UX research. You are competing when you face these white guys, you want to prove to them that you know this thing. You understand? I will show you how to prepare UX research survey using Google Forms, how to do your presentation, how to use Figma like a pro. What we did in the 2 weeks is Figma as a beginner, but I want to hold you to use Figma like a pro. We'll be talking about design systems, typography, a lot. This is the structure. We'll do how to more of prototype, how to prototype your designs, how to use plugins to make your designs amazing. We will do interaction designs like a lot of animations and all of that on our UI, right? I will teach you how to interpret project brief. When you get these ideas, how do you convert it to design? I will also teach you how to use AI to fast track your design process. So when I started out, those days when I was working for Nigerian clients, if I'm doing one website, it can take me 2 months or 3 months. But with the help of AI is not just for some of us that are still students. Sorry about that. When ChatGPT came out, some persons were using it to copy and cheat in the exam. Okay, let's not use that word. People use it for assignment, right? Assignment. Amazing. But many industries are inculcating AI in their system. You understand? And UI design is not left out. So I've also learned how to use AI to fast track my design process and all of that. So that's one of the things I'll be teaching you, how to use AI to make your design journey amazing, smooth, and all of that. You understand? I want to mentor you. I want to show you these things so that in the next 3 months, your own story can change. You don't need to wait for 8 months like I struggled, you understand? Because you have me at your side, right? So that's what I will be doing a project. We'll be working on 2 projects in course of the mentors. Remember, it's not about knowing how to find the client's detail. It's not about knowing how to write good proposals. Your portfolio matters, right? So if you are going to enter into the tech space globally as a designer, you understand, you need to have something they call your portfolio. You will do 2 projects, you understand. I'm preparing for the global space, not Nigeria. Like I said, your career is not successful until you start making money. So part of what you'll be getting in my mentorship is the remote job pack. You understand how to get for remote jobs. You understand on Upwork, on LinkedIn, right? Inside this program, this is a bonus that you'll be getting. Everybody must land their job. When we are done learning, I approve your project. We'll start, is a marathon. We'll start doing the job part of the whole stuff because I don't want you to be a broke designer, right? I need you to live a good life. But it's your dollar earning that will determine your lifestyle, right? So I'll be showing you how to set up your Upwork profile if you're a new user, how to optimize your profile. Optimization is very necessary. Remember, I said, is your profile the client will encounter first? Sometimes your proposal, then they'll check you out. Your profile needs to speak volume about your abilities. I'll teach you how to spot the best jobs. There are some tricky jobs on Upwork that you should avoid by all means. I'll show you how to detect them and avoid them and how to find the best jobs. I will show you how to write winning proposals. There are some things I do in my proposal that when the client reads it, they'll be like, See that guy that told me let's connect on WhatsApp. They've checked out what I sent to them, right? And proposal message, all these things I'll show you how to write them, how to send cold email, compelling cold emails, a whole lot packed out. All these things I'll be teaching you as earn me more than $5,000. In fact, seven. You understand? You understand? So let's get going. Apart from that, you will also get into a mentorship. There's something about learning with a lot of persons, right? There's something about learning with one of the things that delayed me. And when I broke through, I started learning with people because there's someone that know what you don't know. You understand? So when you are in a community of designers, right? Not just anyhow designers going somewhere. Let me even give you a secret for free. My goal is to work at Google as a senior UI designer, right? So it means I'm going somewhere. So imagine you are in my train. I will also bring you to Google because you can't see me doing a lot and you say, yeah, I'm your mentor. You are doing smart, you are not serious. That's say right, not you, not you. Because you are in a community of people going somewhere, right? Going somewhere. So apart from the training course, apart from the job, you will be in a community where you learn with others, and I'll give you close mentoring. You understand? I'll give you, if you want to get on a call with me, live call, I'll come live, put you through. That's part of what you'll be getting in the mentorship. We'll be holding bi-monthly design classes every month till the end of December. You understand? All through 2024, I didn't teach UI UX design because I was very busy and I didn't have time, right? But this year, I want to mentor a few persons, not so many persons, few persons that by 2025 we can look back and say, this guy is doing well now. He came to the mentorship and all of that. Few persons. So one-on-one coaching, internship. I get choked up with work many times. So internship is you working for me even before you start getting your own job. If I see that your designs are amazing, remember this is in bracket, if you meet the criteria. If I see that your designs are amazing, while you are learning, you can start taking some jobs from me, right? This is going to be a fast-paced growth process for you. This mentorship is, remember I said you can do YouTube if you want. That's not all, right? Or you can choose to learn from someone that knows where it's going. Another thing you get, Figma for professionals, right, is a paid tool. Is a paid tool. But one of the things I'll be doing for you guys is that I will give you access to it for free. If that's amazing, type amazing. I will give you, is worth 300,000 naira, but I'll give it to you for free so that you can design like a pro. You can get the full feature. If you check your Figma, for some of you, you see that close to your name there's a tag free. It means you are using the free version, right? But I will give you the pro version so that you too can get all the features of pro, and your journey is going to be smooth, right? A whole lot you'll be getting in course of this mentorship. Then if I want to summarize everything you'll be getting, you understand? That's if you want to join just few persons. The comprehensive step-by-step UI design training is worth 200,000. Imagine something that a knowledge that has made me millions of naira, over 17, going to 17 million now. You understand? I want to pass it on to you. How much will I charge you for that kind of knowledge? It's a whole lot, right? It's a whole lot. But let's do it for 200,000. That's the value of the training. Then I don't want you to learn the skill and now start trying to figure out things on your own, how to get jobs. No, immediately we are done with your project, we move to the next phase, which is how to get the foreign remote job. This is what I've taught Ezekiel and many other students, and they are doing a lot for themselves. You understand? Another thing you will get is the exclusive mentorship. One-on-one mentorship is a whole lot, but I'll be giving it to you. The value of this package in the mentorship is 50,000. Then the Figma, this Figma, it cost me a lot though. But now this is one benefit of mentorship, because what your mentor suffered, you will not suffer it. That's how mentorship is. What your mentor suffered, you won't suffer it. That's the beauty of mentorship, because they've gone through the path you're about to go through, and they are making life easy for you. But I will give you for free. Don't worry, it's 300K. But you let me even show you so you see what I'm talking about. This is I had to take a screenshot of Figma. So this is the one you are using. This full seat, $16 per month. So if you times $16 times 12 months, you should be getting 192 per year. And this is something you'll be paying every year, but you are getting it for lifetime free, for free. You understand? That's what mentorship does. So the total value of all you are getting is 650,000. I know some of you here can afford it. That's why I don't want everybody. I want the few persons that can afford it. But hold on. Do you know that if you pay this money today, that's 650, you will make back your money in 6 months' time? I will show you how. Let me show you how. So, like I said, I've done a lot of numbers. I think I should reduce my voice now. It's night. I've done a lot of numbers already. Just this year, let's do a calculation. When I say in 6 months, if you follow everything I'm teaching, you should make back that money. So this is January, right? January 7th. See the amount I withdrew. All this money I'm showing is year design money. This is be calculating. If you have calculator by your side, be calculating. This is January 7th. This is February 4th. Are you seeing the amount? Let's go again. This is 18th of February. Are you seeing the amount? I don't want to mention figures now. It's night. This is 1.5. This is March 6th. Are you seeing the amount? 851. UI UX design tech money. This is 6th of March. On the 7th of March, I withdraw again. This is 1.1. We are not joking here. Someone type, we are not joking here. Type, we are not. This is another alert. So this thing I'm telling you, only from January till now, see the numbers we have done. It's more than this already. I think it's up to 6, because we're in April already. Well, it's up to 6. So when I say if you pay that money, you get, I know what I'm saying. I know what you are saying. I know what I'm saying. You understand? I know what I'm saying. So, but I'm not going to charge you 650, because it's not pipeline welding you are learning or oil and gas skill. You understand? It's tech, and I want to make your entry as simple as possible. So, because why am I doing that? Because you guys have stayed in for 2 weeks now, right? And you have taken your time to do all the assignments. If you've not done your assignment to even enter my mentorship, you need your assignment to enter my mentorship. That's a lighter note. So because you have stayed me for 2 weeks, right? I'm going to give you, I won't charge you that. I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity, right? So I'll give you a huge discount today. And what are we doing? I want you to earn up to 500 to 1.5 monthly as a designer. I've told you all you'll be getting. The name of this program is the high income UI UX design program. You are not just going to be a designer, you'll be earning well, right? So because you have stayed with me these 2 weeks, right, let's make it easy for you to enter. So you can see some person's testimonial and all of that. This person did $350, my student. This one did $1,000. This one did 300K. You understand? So there are a lot of testimony, but I don't want to take time. We're already far spend our time. So because of you have stayed with me for 2 weeks, you'll be paying just 50,000 naira today. 50,000 naira today. And why am I doing this? I want to give you the opportunity to get into something serious. You understand? 50,000 naira is something you will just burn in a short while if you even go to the market, right? But investing this in a mentorship that will transform you forever, is something that can change the game for you, right? So rather than paying 650, I will allow you pay 50,000 naira today to join the program. Like I said, it's not going to be for everybody because I want to give you quality training. So I need a handful of persons to do this with, right? So if it's something, if you want to do, you should start making your decision now, because once the slot is over, once the number of persons I can take is over, I will lock it up and maybe some other time till we meet again, right? So instead of paying 650, I will allow you pay 50,000 today. But some people may say, okay, I don't have the money. This is nothing, you understand, compared to what you'll be getting, the value you'll be getting. Only the cost of what's it called? The Figma is worth more than 300,000. The foreign job acquisition. Some of us have spent hundreds of dollars taking these lessons, knowing how to do this. Remember, I told you that your knowledge is what boosts your confidence. And when your confidence is boosted, you can start getting results consistent. But let me make this much easier for you. So this is not for everybody. This one is not for everybody. It's not this one now. The price is 50,000. But for the first 20 persons to join, you understand, you can take 20,000 naira. That's what I'm saying, 20. You take 20,000 naira to buy your data. Please do this, buy your data and take your training. I would have said you should buy Coke, but buy data. Data is important. So take 20,000 naira. I'm giving you extra discount of 20,000 to cater for your data so that you will not have any excuse, right? So first 20 persons to get in, we take an extra 20,000 naira for data. I'm giving you for my heart. Take it for your data. Once 20 slot is over, if you are number 21, I will send you back your money. If you want to join, you pay 50,000 naira. It means you have your data money already, right? So if you want to join the mentorship, you can make payment only for 20. This is the amount for the training, because what you are getting is even more than this. But for the first 20 persons that will join, this is the instruction. Take a screenshot of this screen currently. Let me remove my face. Take a screenshot of this screen and make payment to this account. You want to join the mentorship, make payment to this account is Money Point. Send me a WhatsApp message for proof of payment and I will onboard you to the mentorship. This is for the first 20 persons. I'm buying their data. So rather than pay 50,000, pay 30,000 naira, use 20K for your data. Once it's 21, I will send you back your money. If you are number 21, so if you want to join, take a screenshot, make the payment and send proof of payment to that number, the WhatsApp number. The training is not for everybody. You can decide to go on YouTube to learn. It's nothing, it's not a problem, right? But if you want to learn from someone that is already killing it and is going somewhere, make payment, join the mentorship. It's called the High Income UI Design Program, right? Make payment, send proof of payment. If you are number 21, I will send you back your money. I'm not joking. The discount is just for the 12 first. Okay, I've seen one person's money. Yeah. Okay. Yes, send proof of once you make, yes, you can. Okay, so it remains 19 slots now. It remains 19 slots. So take a screenshot, send me proof of payment to this WhatsApp number. So will this work for me, Mr. Prince? It's working for a lot of persons already. You can see I don't want to put out all my clients here, right? If you learn UI design, it's gonna work for you because I will make all the necessary information available for you to succeed, right? This will work for you. All I need you to do is your commitment. As per the information, all right, I've seen another one. Okay, just send proof of payment. For your information, I will give you all you need to succeed. All I need from you is your commitment. It doesn't take excitement to build something amazing. What it takes to build something amazing is commitment, right? So if you want to commit to the mentorship, don't pay me money and be idle, right? You are going to commit. If you won't be commit, don't bother paying. I don't want unserious persons in my circle, right? Make payments, send proof of payment, and I will see you. So like I said, I will still share some more information, but I want to round up now. This is going to work for you. It worked for me, it worked for many other persons, even female. Let me see. Okay, this is Busari. Busari is a lady. You can see Busari has earned, this is just one contract from a client, $3,000. You understand, from Busari? This is Ezekiel, 3,000. This is Benedict. Benedict currently works with a company in the UK remotely. He has gotten jobs back to back from this same information. You understand? So a lot is happening in this space. I've seen another payment. Make the payment, send proof, take a screenshot if you have not taken a screenshot. So this is not something you should joke with. Once you are number 21, I will send you back your money, and that's all. You understand? So let's get going. I think a whole lot. So that will be all for now. For the training we did about getting the client's detail, watch the video again to practice that. That's if you already if you want to practice what we did, watch the video again and practice that, so that you can see that it works like magic. Go to Upwork, search for the job, get the client's detail, and I'll see you. So that will be all for now. If you got value from the 2 weeks training, type I got value. If you got value from the 2 weeks training, type I got value. This information can set you up for an amazing career. Can I take a few questions? Please ask your questions before I close. Can I see? Your screen is blank. If your screen is blank, you can't see the account number, send me a message on WhatsApp. I will send you the account number. If you can't see it, send a message. Is 3 slot has been taken, remains 17 for the 20. Once it's 20, you will not join for that amount. You will pay the 50,000. If you send me 30, I will send you back your money. Let me take a few questions. Can I ask a question? I'm a designer already. I just want to mentor on. Okay, if you want to be mentored on getting jobs, make the same payment. I will take you straight to the job acquisition part. The goal of the mentorship is to be in my circle, right? You want to learn how to get a job, take the discount, make the 30K, and tell me you want to learn job. I will take you straight to the job training. But if you are a newbie, you want to make something amazing in the tech space, we'll start from scratch. But if you already know this skill, you take advantage of it. Somebody is saying, please, sir, the mentorship program, is it 50K for everyone? 50K for everyone, but the first 20% will pay 30K. If you miss the 20K offer, your data money, you will sponsor it by yourself, right? I'm sponsoring the data of the first 20%. I want you to succeed. What you are getting, if you even pay 100,000, you will still get value. But I'm charging only 50,000. First 20% pay 30K. So make payment, send a screenshot. If my screen is blank, reach out to me on WhatsApp. I'll send you the account number. Once the 20 slot is over, someone say, please, if I'm working on Figma and I mistakenly delete the work, can I get it back? Press Ctrl Z to undo. But if you close your Figma page, you've lost your work. Press Ctrl Z to undo. So that will be all for now. It's been an amazing 2 weeks together. And I look forward to seeing your testimonials in the future, whether you join the mentorship or not. Pursue a career in design, pursue a career in tech. Tech is one of the biggest ways to start earning in dollars. I'll see you guys some other time as nature permits. Thank you so much for spending 2 weeks with me. If you got value, type I got value. If you have questions, reach out to me. You are not clear, reach out to me on WhatsApp, and I'll thank you so much. Bye, bye, bye. It's an amazing time. Bye.